podcast from Beaufort County Schools. Our guest today is Erin and Tyson.
Hey Erin, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name's Erin Tyson. I am a 5th grade teacher at John Small. I've been teaching 4th and 5th grade at John Small in Beaufort County for the last 15 years. And
15 years?
I know, tell my age. And teach ELA, and this year I'm also adding in science and social studies.
Nice. So I've asked you to do some crazy things along the past couple of years. We've put robots in the class, and we've gone on expeditions, and we've kind of done some crazy stuff. You've even presented at a local conference.
Yes. Out of my comfort zone.
Very much so. So the other day we were talking about Jamboard, and I mentioned that maybe you should try Jamboard, and then you were like, well, I'm already doing that. How are you using Jamboard in your class?
I'm actually using it in a variety of different ways. With ELA, it's sometimes students get thinking that ELA has to be just reading a book and things like that. So trying to put more of an integrative spill on it, I guess to say. And so with the ELA part, we use Jamboard to do summaries. My students are able to add in the Post-it notes and add in different things if we're reading chapters and questions that they may have that pop up, notice and wonders that we do, anything from sequencing, characters, just kind of a variety of different things that we're able to do.
Gotcha. Can you show us a few things that you're doing in your class with Jamboard?
Sure. All right, so for this one that's I have here, it's a graffiti wall. And so with the graffiti wall, I have my students, we've been talking about Native Americans, and this was actually doing some background information on Native Americans. And I had my students kind of tell me anything they knew about Native Americans before we jumped right into our new novel, Thunder Rolling in the Mountains, that we are studying right now. And so they were able to add sticky notes, add pictures. I actually had found this template on a website. It was free. And so we call it our graffiti wall, and we do this multiple times. So we were able to add this in. So they were able to add the pictures, and my students have been able to navigate it very easily. They know how to add more frames. They know how to go on the internet and add pictures or type Post-it notes. So it's a very interactive way for them to express it that's easy for them to understand.
Gotcha. So your students put all the pictures and the different Post-it notes up there themselves?
Yes. That's complete. They're in charge of their Jamboard. If I have a Jamboard that I push out as an assignment that we can use for material, they know what to do. Sometimes we'll color code it. They do it in small groups or in the Google breakout rooms where they have different things, and it helps with being able to collaborate with not only the in-class students but the at-home virtual students.
So when you assign Jamboards, do they all do the same Jamboard, or do they have their own Jamboard?
Sometimes it's in groups. Sometimes I assign certain Jamboards to certain people. Sometimes they have their own, and sometimes we just have a class one that I let them edit.
Gotcha. So do you think it's helped with collaboration?
I do. I really think it has. It's also helped with some of the students who are quiet in class, and they're able to put their thoughts on a Jamboard without having to speak up.
Right.
My at-home students, they're able to still contribute just as much to class, even though they're behind a computer screen. And it's helped. We've been able to do, like I was saying, the breakout rooms, but we've also been able to do some jigsaws in class with different reading passages, and everybody contributes, so everybody has a buy-in.
That's cool. Is it easy to set up?
It's extremely easy. There's
templates out there you can find?
Very easy to set up, and there's templates that you can find. You can type in Jamboard free templates, and tons come up, and you can easily make a copy and add it to your Google Classroom or your Google Drive.
Gotcha. Do you start the Jamboards in your Google Meet, or do you mostly pre-make them and then just assign them through?
Mostly I've pre-made them, but if there's something that we're doing in class and we're on a Google Meet, I can quickly hit that, create a Jamboard, and then we can go from there. And then I can save that to my Google Classroom, so that way they have it for reference, so they can go back and look at what we did in class.
Gotcha. Do you have any pointers for a teacher that might be just starting using Jamboard?
It's easy to just jump right in, like just toy around, like play around with it and go in. And if you're not for sure, there's a YouTube video, I'm sure, on it. And definitely Google the templates, and you can easily find things that can help out. there's tons that I found that have been quick little like check-ins, like thumb up, thumb down, ones where you can add students' names and move it around. So yeah, it's very easy. Don't be scared of it.
Gotcha. Well, I think that's all for today. Thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, later.